Hi, folks. How are you? For the last 2 weeks, I've been running this little experiment with myself. And I kind of got the idea from Todd Bachnes about 2 weeks ago when we talked on the phone. And I was telling him that I was really feeling bad. I mean, I was not feeling good on this diet towards the last few weeks before I talked to him. I was fatigued. I had my brain fog going on. I just didn't feel good. I wasn't sleeping well. And I'm a very high energy guy. I've always been my whole life. And I was just feeling weak. And Todd said, Bob, I don't think you're eating enough. And I said, I mean, I think I am, but I'll give it a try. So I increased my OMAD, my 1 meal a day, to 2 meals a day. I'm still fasting about 18 hours a day, but I increased it to 2 meals a day, and like take a noontime meal, and I take a 5:30-ish meal every day. And I deliberately made sure that I up my protein a little bit. Now, I know this is a controversial subject, folks, but I didn't go crazy with it. I took it to where I was getting somewhere around 0.80, not 80, but 0.80 grams per pound of what I hope to weigh sometime in the future. And I thought, well, I'm going to give it a couple week try and just see what happens. See what happens. If I feel better, if I start to lose weight again, if I'm sleeping better, if my mind starts waking up again. And sure enough, it worked. And so far. And so I've just been diving into the research to try to get up and running on why this thing is working, why it's helping me so much. And I'm going to make a very detailed video about it soon. I've already been working on the research and a little bit of the script for that video, so I hope it'll really help people that maybe are in the situation that I'm in. So, when I did the diet many years ago, when I first started in 2013, I was actually 49 years old when I first started the diet. So I was a little younger than I am now. And I've come to find out that probably people above the age of 50 probably need to up their protein. I mean, that's just probably something a lot of y'all already know, but didn't know it, I guess. So you should up it a little bit. And also, as you get older, it seems that our bodies cannot process protein in one single meal sometimes. Now, this probably doesn't apply to people that are really young, but I'm getting up there now, so it's something that we need to look at. And this is just my guesstimation, folks, of why this has been successful for me. So I've been doing a deep dive on protein itself. And Dr. Fung has a new book out, and Dr. Jason Fung. And he talks about the fact that the body downregulates your metabolism when you eat less food. And I've always thought, okay, but the body will make up for it with the fat. And I think that is right for the most part. But if the body downregulates your metabolism because you're not eating enough, then your body will use less of that fat to supply its energy needs. In other words, if your metabolism has been downregulated, then you're going to be using less energy. So maybe less from the fat stores itself. And I thought, what is the thing that tells the body to downregulate or upregulate the metabolism? Well, one of the things is protein. It just is. Protein, unlike fat, and carbs somewhat do it, but fat doesn't. Protein upregulates the metabolism, mostly because it takes about 25 to 30% of the protein you eat in order to process the other 70 to 80% of the protein that you've eaten. So there's a heat, it's called thermogenesis, which, that just means the fire, the generation of the genesis of fire. And it revs up the body's metabolism. So this might be a hack, in other words. So it's a hack to tell the body, hey, you're getting plenty of protein. You know, you're not overdoing protein. I'm not talking about overdoing it, but taking it up to about 0.80. That's decimal 80 grams per pound that you want to weigh later on when you reach your goal. Then it tells the body, hey, okay, I'm getting plenty of nutrition here, so there's no reason to downregulate my metabolism. So then, folks, when your metabolism stays up a little higher, then you're also pulling out that fat to meet that level that's not met, you know, by the food you're eating. And I'll tell you, I'm losing weight again. I've lost 3 pounds this week, 2 last week, since I've been doing this diet. I feel great. I get up in the morning. I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed from the very first minute I get up. I'm sleeping well. I'm not wanting to fall asleep in the middle of the day. And believe me, I have a very busy business, so I cannot do that. And I need to be on my toes the whole day. So it's really helped me. And in fact, I feel better than I have in many years. Not just since I started doing this, but I actually feel more like myself than I have in many years. So we're going to see how this works. I'm going to go with it. It may not work. It may work long term. We'll see. But I'm still at a deficit calorie-wise. My meals are still about somewhere between 25 and 30% protein, 70% fat, 75% fat. So I'm still carnivore all the way. I'm still eating meat and fats and basically water. I'm allowing myself 1 coffee a day, you know, something I swore I would never do, but I am doing it because I want to get healthy again and I want to see if this works. So I'm taking the advice of Todd, and I'm having 1 cup of coffee as a dessert after lunch. And honestly, after the first day, I haven't missed it, honestly, because my energy level's up. I don't need to swill coffee to feel better. So I just want to share that with you. I'm going to make sure that I do a little bit more in-depth video on this. And of course, I'm always willing to hear anybody's opinion. And tonight we may hear some opinions about that. So one more little thing, I've got a little green screen now. And so I have a little better background. I've got a little better microphone. I hope the sound is better tonight, and I hope people can hear me better. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody,